All right, time now for Focus 50 Plus. Dr. George Schofield joins us, and today, gee, I wonder why we picked this topic.
I wonder why we picked this topic. My last grandchild, after
Yeah.
4 or 5 weeks of kids in the house, went home yesterday, and I'm not the only one because I've had viewers talking to me about this is a transition. It's the middle of July. It's the 21st. Maybe we shouldn't be talking about the end of summer, but the fact is the kids go back to school in less than a month.
Oh yeah, here in Florida they do for sure.
Right,
Yeah.
and they do in California too.
Oh, okay. And so why is it important then to maybe not settle back into the familiar?
So this is the perfect opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, if you've been living one way with guests in the house, whether they're kids or not, you come to a point at which they've been there for a little while and they leave, it's really easy to fall back into the way that you did things before.
Right.
And so there's this opportunity. It only lasts 2 or 3 days before we go back to the way it was before. There's an opportunity to take a look and say, whoa, wait a minute, before I slip back, what would I like to do differently for the rest of the year and maybe for the rest of my life?
So to kind of, focus in then, what should we be looking for? What kind of thing?
So the first thing is, if you have stuff for guests,
Okay.
how much of it do you actually use? And is it all worth keeping?
Okay.
And while you're at it, what kind of stuff do you have that you've been hanging on to that you might really want to consider letting go? Go through room by room because you're not quite back in your house the way you were before.
Right.
We looked in our refrigerator. There's stuff in our refrigerator after having grandkids we would never eat in a million years.
Right.
And yet it was there, was very important to them that,
Oh,
that it's there.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
So, okay, so what are some action steps that we can kind of take?
So
to move
one,
this along
actually
too?
set some time aside to do this.
Okay.
2, walk around your house with a pencil and paper and make a list.
Uh-huh.
Maybe don't do it alone. Get your spouse to go with you or one of
Right.
your older kids or who are ever still at home, and ask yourself the question, do we really need this? Is this going to work for us? One of the things I've been paying attention to is what did I learn from my grandchildren?
Right.
Because it's a different way of listening for me. I have to listen carefully. They spend a lot of time on their tablets and on their other things.
Right.
And then they have these very grown-up conversations with me that I don't see coming. So I've had to pay attention to the fact that as a grandparent and my grandchildren are getting older, I have to do grandparenting differently than I did when they were 6 or 7 years old, because they're not the same people they were.
Exactly. Keep growing as they grow.
Right, exactly.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. See you next
Wonderful.
week.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
Me too. All right. See you guys right after the break. Stick around.